Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm trying to use plain language and the easiest words, and I pick the words that really convey, I think, in the clearest way, the message. That is, if you move to the left, you will break the left leg. Clear. You're not going to use euphemisms. I have here a video with a sheriff from Florida, and he's going to use the same plain language in telling the protesters, if they choose to turn violent, what the consequences will be. Now, I would like you to listen to this sheriff, whom I love. Is 1 minute and 34 seconds, the clip. I want you to see what's wrong with this. All right. This comes from TMZ, and here is the sheriff, right? The guy who says certain things that some people might not like. Ready? Let's put it like this. Okay.
I'm gonna break it down for you, all right? And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
So, he explained plainly what will happen, and I think it's lawful. Everything he said, I think it's lawful. What will happen if someone turns violent? If someone will, spit on an officer, if someone will point a gun, will pepper spray, will do something violent towards the officers. He says, if you do this, like to babies, you need to understand that this is the consequence of your action. This is in plain English. There's no beating around the bushes. There's no interpretation, nothing. So what do you think? What do you think? Now, if you say, oh my God, all right, let's turn the script like this. Let's say the guys who are protesting, and let's say the guys who, if they choose to be violent and do everything that sheriff said, are Nazis. And you have the guys saying, if any of these guys, the bad ideology, the Nazis, would do this, this is what we're going to do. Are you going to cheer for that? First, I don't think anything this sheriff said is illegal. He wouldn't say that. He would be out of the job. He would be indicted and out. He probably bases his consequences to the possible violent rioters based on law. I'm guaranteeing you that was run with the attorneys, with the sheriff's departments. Guy, what's up, meow meow? What's up? What do you want? You came to see us? Yeah? Go, fly. So, now he's going to be around. So, he's not saying anything illegal. He's just saying, if you drive your car above the speed limit on that street, possibly, or in this case, could be stopped by an officer and issued a citation. For instance, it's clear. If you smack me, I will not turn the other cheek. You could, but I will not. My policy doesn't allow me to turn the other cheek, but allows me to point out something. All right, that's me. You can have a different policy, but I tell you my policy. So don't touch me unless you want to have the consequence. It's the same here. So what do you think? I think that's normal. That's normal. If you touch a police officer while doing his job, this is duty, then this is the consequences by their policy. Why are you violent, homie? Why are you violent? You know, in a civilized society, we solve things in court with brains. So that is, if I disagree, that's the advice from many attorneys when a police officer stops you. Well, let's say a stop, traffic stop. Don't resist arrest. Let the officer arrest you. Well, call for, it's a lot of, before that, call for a supervisor, blah, 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 blah. If the officer decides that he's going to handcuff you and take you to the office and he's going to arrest you, don't resist arrest. You're going to go over there. You're going to sit down. You're not going to talk with anybody. You're going to ask for an attorney. The attorney would solve everything. And then you sue them. If the police department did something illegal, you're going to sue them. You're going to be a millionaire. Congratulations. Welcome to our world. Anyway, just kidding. So don't do it. The same in many instances. Let them abuse it, and then you're going to come back. Like, for instance, with defending yourself in your house. Someone breaks in, you're afraid for your life. Boom, 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 boom. When police officer comes, you will be arrested. You will be arrested for, don't say anything. You say, I was scared, I defended myself, oh my God, ooh. Okay, that's what you need. And I want to talk to my attorney. Bye, see ya. You go to jail, stay over there in jail, and then what? Your attorney comes, and little by little they will say, yeah, he did this, that was illegal, he was afraid for his life and his family, so he had to do it, and so on. And that's it. But you're going to be arrested for about 2-3 days. You're going to be in jail. And if abuse occurred in jail, then you sue the motherfuckers. That's how it works. Do I like it? No. Don't touch me. Well, he has the authority to touch you if he wants to arrest you. He has that authority. And what are you going to do? Fight back? You're going to knock him out? And then say, well, I defended myself because he wanted to unlawfully arrest me? Not like that. Don't do it that way. The same here. This guy told you, if you do this and you attack me, why do you riot in the first place? Demonstration. Go and say whatever you want over there. Whatever you want. Don't break stuff. Don't destroy other people's property, as you probably don't like your property to be destroyed by other baboons, remember? Who would get turned violent and destroyed. Why do you burn things? And beyond that, why do you wave other countries' flags in this situation? Why? That, for me, puts you in the enemy side. No, you are an American. You look for the American interest first. I don't want to see the Romanian flag over there. You can. It's your right. But for me, you lost it. What do you mean? What do you mean? You tried to twist my arm into allowing you to unlawfully enter my property? And then you support the guy who entered my property from the neighborhood next to me? Who are you? You're supporting that kind of behavior? As a U.S. citizen. You can do that, but you lost me. You don't care? Many like me are over there. Who do you think is going to say, yeah, man, yeah, let's go with Nicaragua, with Mexico? Why would you do that? I'm not talking about lawful entry in the United States of America. I'm talking with people knowingly breaking our laws. Now, remember, if you twist the law and you allow people to break the law and then reward them by staying, why can't I just go to a bank, rob a bank, and get all the money? And then you leave, give me the money and don't arrest me? How about that one? Why over there we don't enforce the law, but here we're going to arrest me for robbing the bank? Jesus Christ. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Do that. Those are the consequences. As a free human being, it's your right to make your own determination, all decisions. Isn't that great? I know this is for us here at the bottom. Those guys in the Middle East and wherever, they do what the fuck ever they want. They ignore the law. But what are you going to do? This is the world we live in, the Matrix. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.